you going to, Gerry? Where are you off to? Good morning. Morning, Drew. Morning, Hansan. How are you doing? Good morning, Lifelike. Good morning, Guy. Good morning, Gerry. How are you doing? I'm feeling a little bit more snuffly today. I think the cold maybe is taking hold. What isn't her? I think it's just the cold weather. It's just suddenly plummeted here. So I had a bit of a headachy day yesterday. I seem destined to have another one today, but shall we? Hello. Oh, taking it as easy as I can. Morning, Nico. Morning, Anho. Good morning, Fried and Zorod and Harry. I get that little note. Fifi. She just did a series of little sideways binkies. Morning, Space Ape. Morning, Stevens. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Vamp and Easy Mees and Lardy and Delta and Tom. She charging. She might well be charging up. Good morning, Emma. So yeah, I don't know, I think maybe I pushed it a bit yesterday. Because, how sure do I need to be that I'm smelling gas in my cellar office for bringing it up to the... I mean, if you can smell it, it's worth bringing up. Better to be safe than sorry, as they say. Good morning, Skylar. But, wait, what was I going to say? Yeah, so yesterday we had, like a RP thing, with friends that we'd arranged in the evening. Do you have a present? Oh, how's May doing, by the way? How's her leg? I just watched your bit of a Playtale stream and you really cracked me up a few times. Just watching Kirsty play. It was quite chaotic. My name is Megalomaniac. But yeah, what did I do between streams yesterday? I swear I did something, but I can't remember what now. Oh, it's because I was recording between, so it was a little bit of a non-stop day. So maybe I'll take it easier today. An important job in switching ammo types. It was, yeah, we did this. It's Tales from the Loop RP with a lovely group. So that was fun. It was good fun. Ah, Skylar, thank you for the bits. May keeps thinking it like a silly Billy, but it's not any more than a bald patch, so we'll see what we can do. Oh, bless her. Thank you very much. I hope she does get better soon. Good morning, Sam. Yeah, I do feel like I'm a bit like glandy today and a bit snuffly, so apologies for the snuffly noises. Morning, potato. So yeah, just might just have to rest up this weekend a bit more than I was planning on. I can't remember what my plans were though. I thought I had some things to do this weekend, but now I'm like, wait, what did I sign up? What are we Rithianing later? So later, Rithian and I are gonna... Oh, you have some good news, Sam. Sam, what is your good news? Rithian and I are gonna be playing, I think it's called The Past Within. It's a Rusty Lake game. So, I mean, Halloween was still this week, so it sort of counts. The Pasta Within. Yeah. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Pim. Gerry is very soft today. Very soft. I found a capybara experience right outside Bristol. What? Hello. Thank you for the sniffle snuffs. A hot bath is great if you feel like this. And onion sugar juice. He did give you a little kiss. Whereabouts is the capybara? Capybara. Whereabouts? Because I think I think there is one that I saw not too far away, and it's the place that I can't remember where it is, but it's where Boba sponsors a meerkat. It's at Chew Valley Animal Park near Chew Magna. Oh, Gerry, you're wanting your breakfast, aren't you? That's why you both are. Okay. I'll have to look into that. Oh, Gerry. Oh, I didn't realise that they were going to go around the long way. And suddenly they appeared. There you go. He did grunt. What a rude boy. About 10 minutes drive from the airport. Ah, he did grunt. He is a grumpy boy when it comes to food. He likes to act the big boss, but only when it's either breakfast or treat time. He actually asked for seconds on his crunchy stick yesterday, which he's never done before. Usually he gets sort of like partway through one and then he gets bored and distracted. But he actually ate all of his yesterday and then he went back to his bed to ask for another one. I was like, blimey. I've actually decided you quite like crunchy sticks now. Here's your hand holding a pellet. You got little spread fingies. I need to damp my hands and rub them over Fifi because she's molting quite a bit at the moment. You can very easily just steal her floof. Look at this. But it's difficult to brush with Rexes. I have to follow her around as long as she'll let me. You just sat on the dog. Oh no. Oh no. It was a big grunt. Yeah, he's a grunty boy with breakfast. Nico, thank you very much for gifting us up to Skylar. That's very kind of you. Hoover the Banui. No, don't hoover. So the last thing that I had ordered for Belly has arrived. So I can finally assemble her new tank with all the new stuff. They are not strings, but have some golden one. Aww. Good morning, Sophia. So yeah, I was going to give because it's looking slightly smudgy. So I was going to give the tank a little wipe down first. And then maybe I can move her into it tomorrow, which will be nice. See how she reacts to having a bigger space. I was thinking, I'm at the ordering furniture for the pet that totally is a mind stage. Do you know, I said to my friend, morning Melba, morning Dave. I said to my friend, I was like, because she said, oh, is it okay if Belly stays a bit longer? And I was like, okay, but your Christmas present is going to be the stuff that I'm getting for her. because she's been here 2 years now and she's never had a birthday or Christmas present from us. Because I don't know when her birthday is. And she's always been like, oh, she'll be heading back soon. So now I've got her some little goodies just for her new tank, which I can show you when I'm in the other room. How much doll's house furniture did you get yesterday? I looked at a lot, but I resisted getting any of it. Bless you, Gerry. I was so tempted. I was looking at eBay and they had all these like job. Oh, I love a job lot on eBay. Do you ever just search for the words job lot on eBay just to see what they have? But yeah, I was very tempted, but I resisted. I did join the worm Discord from that Tumblr. How much longer have you got Belly for? I have a feeling we've got until the end of the year now. Or at least until Christmas. What is a job lot? So a job lot is when it's like, how do you describe a job lot? It's like if you have, say if like a shop was closing down and they were just going to get rid of all of their stock, it would just be like, okay, take it as a job lot sort of thing. It would just be like, it's not a set amount of anything, it's just a lot of it, just like a bunch of it. Morning, Fruitles. I look at those two. It's one of those things that you don't really. It's not like, oh, oh yeah, like if you sold like 10 books, like it's not a set of books, like, like here's all of the series. It would just be like, here's a job lot of them. It's just a bunch of them. But they're fun because you don't know what you're gonna get. I've never actually bought one. I just like looking at them. Hello. I'm an eBay window shopper more than I think I've only ever actually bought 2 things off of eBay, but I've looked at a lot of things on eBay. And now one of my friends has got me onto Vinted, which is basically how eBay used to be. It's like people selling, because eBay's sort of become a bit more business, hasn't it? You get people who have actual shops on eBay and they just sell like brand stuff. Whereas Vinted is people actually like selling stuff. The way my friend does it is she like sells some of her stuff, and then any money she makes she uses to just keep as store credit and then buys stuff back on Vinted. So it sort of makes sense. Like, I guess if you're only spending as much as you're selling, and you can get some like just nice secondhand stuff on there. I've not got anything on there yet, but the first thing I did when I was like, I wonder if anyone's selling any dolls furniture. But I probably could. I mean, if I actually had the bravery to go through my wardrobe, I probably could actually get rid of some stuff. Rumour has it that nobody ever cashed out of Vinted and the money just keeps circulating. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It's sort of quite old school in that way. Do you think I could sell an old engagement ring for £700 on Vinted? I imagine I've seen things on there that are quite spenny. Like, I don't think it's in any way for just little things. You could always try. But it's, now I feel like this sounds like I have some sort of affiliate code for Vinted. I don't. I just like looking at people's stuff. I once found a shop where there was a woman who was selling like 20 old Garfield teddies, and I was like, why did she have so many Garfields? Why? They were all different as well. They all looked really scrungy. Come on in, Bassets. Why did you not buy them? I don't want 20 Garfields. I have to see if I can find the shop. I sent it to Kirsty. But yeah, it's sort of just curious to have a little browse, because you do get people who they've bought like designer stuff, worn it once, decided they don't want it, and then they just sell it off. So you can get some quite. Oh, sorry, buddies, that was my toe. Oh, is she gonna thump? She's in thumping mode. Fifi, it's okay. Oh. I'm sorry, bunnies. I literally just, my toe, it just flicked it on the radiator. That's what the noise was. The funny thing is, like, you see how much that bothers them, and yet when there's fireworks going off, they don't give 2 hoots. Fifi's tail looks weird from this angle. I forgot it's attached to her bottom, not her back. Yeah. It's, bunny tails are quite funny. I felt all warm and fuzzy the other day when I was, reading that wiki page about Lego morphs. And it did a description of them, and it just said they have like they're covered in fur and they have tiny tails, and I was just like, oh my god, tiny tails. They do have tiny tails. But do you reckon they can tell the difference between inside and outside noise? Yeah, I think they can. That's probably what it is that they can tell if something is outside and they're sort of like, that's not no concern of mine. Sam, there were a bunch of fireworks, weren't they? They just kept on going. It was like, because there was some that was just like, woo, poo, woo, poo. And then all of a sudden there was one that was just like, bah, 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 and I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening out there? Good morning, Vanna. Boop the snoot. Hello. Boop. What are you thinking, Jerry boy? Good morning, Rob. I love it when you have this cozy orange light there, and Jerry's all orange. Yeah, the sun does tend to come through. There's like a certain time of day when it just all of a sudden like streams through that window, and the bunnies like to lie under the table there and just sort of soak up the rays. Fifi has just moved around to there. Fifi, hello. We haven't seen the sun in a month. Aww, foggy lake life. He's very flat. But yeah, wait, why was I talking about dolls furniture? Yeah, I honestly, like, I've been so tempted recently to get, you know those just the tiny craft kits? Like, I think Leo streamed making one once. And they're just like, you get like, you know, a tiny bakery or a tiny tea shop or a tiny, what are they called? Flower monger. What are flower mongers called? Not a greengrocer. What are they called? Florist. A tiny florist. And I just love them so much. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I used to like the borrowers as a child. I've always loved tiny things. Why did the tiny baker have tiny dirty hands? It's so tiny. Next door sausage dog is an absolute menace when it comes to people knocking on the door, but doesn't seem to give two hoots about fireworks. I guess because, like you say, that is like, you know, that's someone coming to invade the space. But then, so for people who didn't see, in the out of context channel in the Discord, Anna had posted, you seen those tiny shop bookends? Oh yeah, I really want one of those. They're so cute. I get so excited seeing small things that are usually normal size. There's just something amazing about it. Like, show me an umbrella and I'll be like, oh, show me a tiny umbrella. Oh my gosh, it'll make my day. It's just ridiculous. Wait, what was I saying? I've distracted myself. I am thinking about tiny umbrellas. You've got one that's a garden room. Oh, and all it was that I accidentally hit my toe on the radiator, and it made like a. They were like, oh yeah, tiny umbrellas, like tiny cocktail umbrellas. Oh yeah, so that was it. Anna sent the link to the Tumblr with the pictures of worms on a string posing with doll's house furniture stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if my TikTok that I've had to abandon because I made the choice of having a worm first TikTok. I was like, what if I just turned it into a worm TikTok and just got different doll's house furniture, and just all of a sudden I just had this big burst of like, I just want to make worms do tiny things. Cano, thank you very much for, oh my gosh, 2 years. Blimey. Thank you so much. I hope you're okay. There's a doll's house convention in Kensington in December, all the tiny things. See, this is why for years I've wanted to go, hello. Hello, Sniffle Schnaffler. It would be, I mean, I'm very shaky. The thing to know about me is that I'm very shaky. So I think me crafting doll's house things would probably be quite intense. Oh, you got a stretchy leg. You got a stretchy leg. But I would love to do that. Maybe I should just treat myself to one of those kits. You don't need a tent to craft. Well, what about the wind getting it? Why not a bun house? I was always tempted when we had Squeak. I was always tempted to convert a doll's house into a hom holiday home. Just have one that would be suitable for her to be able to walk around in. But yeah, I've also I remember as a child, I always had, I absolutely love Sylvanian families. And I've probably still got, well, I definitely do still have a bunch of their stuff because my niece plays with it now, which made me happy in that way of the ending of Toy Story 4. It was just nice to have things get played with again because I felt bad that I didn't play. Oh, no, wait, not 4, 3. I don't remember how Toy Story 4 ended. Could also make a mini flower shop and then put it one of those self-sustaining plant orb things. I totally can't. Oh, like a terrarium? So just have it as put actual plants in there. Napoleon, thank you very much for the 16 months. Today I found out the model village a couple towns over from here close was the saddest day of my life. I love model villages. They're so cute. I really want to go to the plant orb or plorb. My granddad made me a doll's house when we were little. It was very cool. Oh, would look like a flower shop in an old forest. That would be so beautiful. But yeah, I used to have Sylvanian families, and my sister had this beautiful Playmobil Victorian house that was in a cupboard in her bedroom, and I would sneak in and peek at it. I wasn't allowed to play with it because I was 6 years younger than her, and I would have I always got in trouble for mixing up all the Sylvanian family stuff. I used to take all their clothes off and swap them around. My parents would be like, you won't remember which ones they came off of, and I never did, but they didn't mind. It was a community. They were all sharing. But I'm a stop motion animator who also suffers with shaky hands. I really recommend soldering Benchmade third hands. They're little crocodile clips with a magnifying glass attached so they can hold tiny things for you while you work on them. Oh, we have a place called Tasmania, which is a maze. Tasmania, which is a maze, but it also saw a model village and has a rideable train. That sounds amazing. I used to love, my sister's house actually had working lights, and that was the amazing thing about it. Tiny lights bring me so much joy. I used to make new clothes out of fabrics. I pretended one villager became famous for her jacket. I had this, I think it was a tiny dog toy that I would sometimes make clothes for. I made them a little coat. I loved it. It was made out of the leftover material from our curtains. Morning too. I loved those houses as a child, but oh, see, this is the thing. I'm a firm believer in just letting kids play with whatever they want to play with, regardless of Gerry, what are you doing? Regardless of gender and such. My parents are very good with that. They used to just would go into a toy shop and they'd be like, "What would you like?" And there'd be no guiding towards anything. I got very annoyed at one of my friends once because he had this is when his son was very little, and his son really wanted this pink bike, and he was like, "You're not having it. You can't have a pink one." And I was like, "Just let him have the bike." Jeez. Oh, Gerry. Sniff, sniff. Look at your powerful stance. Are you powerful? He's a powerful boy. Oh, play with this plug socket. I mean, there's a lot to learn about the wiring of a plug socket. It's very interesting. Couldn't stand to have a Pinkies fan in the family, yeah. By the time the kid is asking for a pink bite, they will not accept any other alternatives. I was saying, like, well, I remember saying to him, like, you're only going to make him want it more. Just let him have it. But yeah. Oh, yeah, that's also, like, my uncle, because I love model villages and I love model railways. My uncle used to have a room dedicated to model railways. So you'd open the door. I think it was a sliding door. And the room was literally, all of it was model railway. And you would have to, it was raised off the ground. So you would have to like get on your knees and crawl into the center of the room. And then you could stand up and just be surrounded by all of it. It was amazing. I wish I had had more photos of it. Because I don't know if there's actually any photos of it. Because this was like a long time ago. It was before I had a camera. But yeah, I used to love that room. And I had to take Puppy to the vet again. She lost another tooth in the night. Oh no! Bye-bye, Harry. Have a very lovely day. Look after yourself. Have a good Friday. But yeah, I still want to go to, I know I've mentioned it so many times, but Miniature Wonderland in Hamburg. I will get to go there one day. It better not close down before I get to go there. I'll be very miffed if it does. Very miffed indeed. Or if it happens with what happened to us and where was it? There was somewhere in Norway that had a natural history museum. And Alex and I were there for one day because we were on a cruise. And we walked all the way up this massive hill. And it said that the museum was closed on that day. And I was like, no. Morning, Monday. Maybe that can be next year's holiday. That would be nice. They checked it. I was very scared about missing another tooth, but this will regrow. Oh, that's good. That's good. Are there any bunny scale mini towns? I guess sort of like their castles, sort of. Maybe that counts. I do get tempted sometimes to make like a cardboard city and just let Ffion trash it so she could feel like Godzilla. Just make like a really tiny one. Morning, Le Rouge. A bit further away, Madurodam is also a small miniature city in the Netherlands. I do love model villages. I don't know where the nearest one is to Bristol, truth be told. I don't know if you know, Sam. But they're just so cute. There's so much storytelling involved as well when you just see all these little like, what is the word? Is it pastiche? If you have, or tableau? One of them. One of them fancy words. But making my art prompts become reality, yeah. Although it'd probably just be generic city. I don't know if I could make one recognisably a Tokyo. Beaconscott is a very good model village, but it's a ways away from Bristol. I'll have to see wherever picturesque or picturesque as my family pronounce it. A kaiju movie starring Ffion would clean up at the box office. Maybe wherever Alex and I next go on holiday, I'll just have to try and persuade him that it should be near a model village. Make a play castle that's Yogg's Towers, yeah. The Railway Museum in York is pretty wild for tiny towns. Oh. Worms on tour. A journey in wormy pictures. See, maybe I should just embrace this whole worm TikTok thing. I've tried to fight it now, but Maybe I should just embrace wormy chaos. Whenever Fifi gives kisses, she does it for like 5 seconds and then stops. Yeah. Sometimes she does it for longer if she's feeling particularly smushy, but usually it's sort of like, there you go. You've had yours. You would love it and you know it full well. Gerry is very much asking for kisses. Look how flat he is. Oh, he's going to get flopped on, I think. Is she going to squish his head? Oh. No, maybe she's not going to. Ah. Oh. Oh, he is getting kisses. Oh. Burton on the Water near Cheltenham or Torquay look to be the closest. Oh, well, my brother lives in Torquay. Next time we visit, I'll have to see if we can stop off. Is it Burton or Borton? Burton. I don't know what the worm TikTok is. So basically, I decided I was going to make a TikTok. So I saw that, well, I saw this. Oh, she's got like a little, he's just got his snoot either side of her hands. I don't know if I can get a good angle. Don't mind me, Fifi, I'm just sneaking closer. Wow. His little face. Poor little Gerry. He's being very patient. Good view of Fifi's pans too, yeah. Okay. Hello. Morning, Kai. Oh, that's just floof. There you go, he's getting kisses. She's done. Wait, what was I saying? Something. Oh, TikTok. So I saw this thing that was like, this was ages ago, but it was like, you know, if you want to try and do your best as like a streamer, you need to diversify. You should be on all different platforms. You should have a TikTok and an Instagram and a blah blah blah. And I'm not very good with that stuff because I just forget that social media exists a lot of the time. I never post that I've gone live unless I'm told I have to, and I never post schedules other than in the Discord. I just don't really, I'm not very good at the like brand side of things. So I was like, okay, I'll make a TikTok and I'll put clips on there because I'm editing the clip videos every week anyway. So all I have to do is choose a favorite one and put it into, oh, look at the long leg. You're going to stretch your toes. Go on, Fifi, stretch your toes. Oh. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, hello. Thingamabob. Yeah, so I was like, I'll make a TikTok and I'll just edit down like a couple of, every week, like a couple of clips. I put them into, vertical media, pop them on TikTok, bish bash bosh. I'm doing a little bit more than I was doing before. But because I was like, well, I want to, just have, I've never used TikTok before, so I want to have like, I'll just do something silly just to break the ice. And then I did this worm TikTok that had loads of worms in it. And Alex was like, well, now because of the algorithm, you've got to just post worms because you can't, like, they like it on TikTok when you just have a niche. So I was like, oh. So now all I either have to make a separate TikTok to do clips on, or just carry on having a worm TikTok, according to Alex. So yeah, I spent the weekend with a friend who kept getting people to line up or do things for social media posts. It was exhausting. See, this is the thing. I'm not very like I don't know how to take a selfie. I don't know how to, you know, I'm just not really like very, uh, brandy. Brandy. I don't drink brandy. Good morning, Lay. Just post worms with the buns and slowly remove the worms so it's just buns. um, you're so brandy. I tried looking on TikTok and got a video of you talking like Simon. Oh, yeah, that was one of the things that we did for the. If you look up, if you go on TikTok, search users, I think mine's Briny Buns. It should be on there. I'll tell you what is helping in a way though, is this Be Real thing that Sarah and Nina got us to sign up to. That's got me used to taking selfies. It's sort of because all of the ones that we've taken for that are so ridiculous. It's slowly desensitizing me to it, which is nice. The impact Sarah has had on the yogs, yeah, bringing everyone up into the modern day. Using all these, it's got to the point where I'm trying to get my friends to sign up to it now because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to see your faces every day. Can we be real? And they're like, what? What is Be Real? I'm like, you're younger than me. You should know what this is. I'm like the cool boomer now. But I would like to use stuff a bit more, just in a way of like a creative outlet, more than like I don't really want to. I'm not like obviously no comment on people who do this. This is absolutely fine. It's to each their own. But I'm not really going to ever turn into the sort of person who, like, my whole Instagram is just selfies because I just can't be bothered. I like using Instagram and Be Real now as a way to, like, look back and just have nice memories. Like, I'll just look back through my Instagram and be like, oh, yeah, we went for this walk here. Or, oh, yeah, that's the day that we went out for pizza at that place we hadn't been. Stuff like that. Jay, why have you lost your mind? Are you here to find it? I'll keep an eye out. Any minds? Look at all this, Fifi. Look at all this. Look at all this. The memories of that time we went to Goblin Combe. Oh, look at that big stretch. That was a proper booty in the air stretch, Fifi. The bunnies, I'm afraid to say, do not have an exciting treat today because I didn't manage to get to the shops yesterday because I wasn't feeling very well. So, the saga of you wanting to go to that pizza place. Do you know, the worrying thing, Nico, is that I'm immediately like, wait, which pizza place? Because there's been so many. Oh, look, I'm here. So it's just the bunnies, blimmin', hello, tablets today. Oh, this is Gerry's little joint supplements, yay, to keep him strong and troublesome. He likes them now. He's off to steal Fifi's. It's like the equivalent of getting excited over vitamins. One in a pub. Because there are two pizza places that I was very excited to try. One of them was a bigger ordeal than the other. So maybe it's that one that you're remembering. We had a pizza place that I was determined to try. It was near where some friends of ours used to live. They've moved now. I don't get excited about vitamins anymore, not since I was a child and they used to come in the shape of Super Ted. Now they're just a bit more plain. But yeah, there was a pizza place I really wanted to try, and it was in this pub that was near our friend's house. So the first time we went there, I think it was closed. The second time we went there, I think the oven had broken. The third time we went there, the chef had had an accident on their motorbike and couldn't come in. The fourth time we went there was the time we actually got pizza, but they had run out of boxes, so we had to bring our own Tupperware. But I was like, that's fine. As long as we can actually have the pizza, we're bring. So we just turned up with a load of like plastic boxes. And then we've never managed to get it since. That's the only time we've been able to get it. It was like the most cursed pizza place. Oh, I can show you the belly stuff now. Dun, dun. So I got her a little shrub that she can hide under. So the soil will come up to about here. I got her some rope that will go across the tank. And I got her a little hammock for her to sleep in. And it's just got the little hooks that it goes on. So one of the ropes is longer than the other. So I'm going to hang them like one across there and then one across there. And then hopefully, hello me, hopefully that'll make a nice home for her. Hopefully. I was oh, Fifi. Fifi almost just ran under my foot. I was thinking, oh, hello. Like, oh, maybe I could stream setting her tank up. But then I realised I need to like clean all of her stuff as I move it. So I'll probably end up, it will take about half an hour of me just being in a different room, which probably wouldn't be very interesting. Maybe I can just make a little video about it. But I'm a bit worried. I didn't want to make a YouTube video about it because, to be honest, I don't have much lizard knowledge. So I wouldn't want to be like, this is how you set up a tank, because I don't know if it is the best way to do it. So I would feel worried that I was giving people bad information. But yeah, we held off moving her into her new tank because I thought it would be easier for my friend to take home the big tank if it was empty. But now it's been so long that she's not come to collect her that I'm like, do you know what? I'm just going to put her in it. This is going to be your problem to deal with now. Don't worry, people would immediately inform you if you're wrong. Yay. Just put Gerry in charge when you're cleaning the stuff. That's true. That is true. But yeah, so I might just try to... Hello, Roosevelt. I'll try and set up like a nice home for her. She'll have a bit more space. I'm worried it's going to look a bit empty because I've not managed to find any more like foliage for the walls. And there's a bit more space, so I'm just going to have to like space it out a bit more. But hopefully she'll like it. I wanted to get her a big branch as well, so she'd have something to climb up. And I was thinking about giving her Squeak's old one, but it's a bit bobbly. And I wasn't sure how lizards cope with bobbly. How do you get it so she can use the space vertically? Well, that's why I got the rope, so to make the most of having the space at the top that's not going to be filled with anything. Hello, Gyno. But maybe you could have Smith standing in the corner occasionally saying, I know lizards and I can endorse this. What is Belly? Belly is a crested gecko. But the nice thing about the tank is that it Fifi just went galumphing into the box. The nice thing about the tank is this one has a light, so she can finally have like a good source of light Munch, 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 munch. And I'm hoping with her being downstairs, she might stay a little bit warmer. Because the computer room is the only room in the house that doesn't have a radiator. So I do worry about her overnight. Hello. Are you going to go to the toilet? I need to think what to do with her old tank, though. Sam, do you want to get a crested gecko? Would you like would you like a little tank to get your own? I remember when she laid an egg. She did. No thanks, but I think Arnhul does. Okay, Arnhul, when are you getting your crested gecko? Vinted has a pet care section. Ooh, does Vinted have collects only? Because I wouldn't be able to get it to anyone. We still have Squeak's tank. We've been umming and ahhing about whether to foster hamsters and keep it for that purpose. But I don't know. We may just sell that. I have to think if I can deal with any more heartbreak, because it might get too much. I would like to foster though, but I think we're going to hold off until after Christmas. So because we're planning on going separate ways for Christmas, so I wouldn't want to get a foster and then have to be like, can someone else look after them because I'm not going to be in Bristol. But yeah, it would be nice to have a little... I did get like hamster broody the other week when I was like, oh, what if I did just get another baby? I was like, no, resist. Can someone foster this foster? Yeah. But I think it would be nice. Speaking of hamsters, I'm going to dress up I'm going to a dress-up party in a hamster onesie next week. Ah. This is what my parents was. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. The other day, I was talking to Simon, Honeydew Simon, and I was saying like, oh, my mum was saying to me that I either have to get a parrot or a tortoise because I need something that lives a long time. And Simon was like, oh, yeah, but I also think it's important that children learn about, loss. So I think getting like a hamster is like a good thing. And I was like, Simon, no, this was last month. This wasn't when I was a child. And he was like, oh. I was like, I already know about it. But yeah, I am tempted to get a little tortoise or something. Could be a good tank for a tortoise, just a little one. You were talking to the Simon Honeydew? I was. Get one of them speaking birds that lives 40 years. I'm so worried about birds. I feel like there's so many ways that you can go wrong with birds. I would be so scared that I wouldn't give them the proper life. If I had a tortoise, I'd call it Tortellini. Oh, chinchillas live for about 18 years, 16 to 18 years, I think. So they do live a fairly long time. Oh, I love chinchillas. But yeah, tortoises are very lovely. Just came here, I don't know what's happening, but I want to say that bunnies are vegan cats. Yep, they very much are. They have all the sassy attitude of cats, but they are lovely little vegans. The diggy hole man, the very same. My nan had a bird fly in her window into her apartment. Oh my gosh, now is a friend for life. Just adopted a bird. The sun is on my back and it's very nice. You can see And see me blocking the sun on Gerry's bum. But yeah, my friend had quite a tragic time with his tortoises. So I think that put me off slightly. But it was because they were hibernating in a garage and something got into the garage. So I would not make that mistake. I thought yogs only talk to each other in content. Are you telling me, in fact, that you do actually like each other in real life? Oh no. It's only we sit there in silence until the stream countdown. Gotta save your energy. Can you get a pet human? I hear there's a Kirsty looking for a home. I wish I would adopt Kirsty. I have work to do. Bye bye, Mana. Have a very lovely day. In the RP that we were doing last night, Kirsty and I are twin sisters. It was very fun. She's playing like a sort of grungy sister who's very cool. I'm trying to think what her character is, because they all have like, I think she's maybe a weirdo. In Tales from the Loop, they have these like stereotypical bands that your character will fall under. So it's like the bookworm, the weirdo, the jock, and stuff like that. And Kirsty is also the sister of Bree, I guess, in this. And then, oh, a baby boy. A baby boy. Did you have a good poo, my baby boy? Did you? Am I in your way? Sorry. Are you trying to get to your grass? Ruff. Woof. Oh, you want cuddles. I was like, he's not moving. Oh. Where are you going? Why are you just spinning round? Oh, and away. It was a distraction tactic. Twin sister and wife. So yeah, she's the sort of like, like badass twin, and then I'm the very like, well, so basically, it's a portion of the story that I've already done. So I purposefully chose like a very ditzy character who's unaware of things so that everyone else could discover the mysteries without me being like, oh my gosh, what's over there? So yeah, I just spent the whole time just being blissfully unaware of what's going on. Bye, Nico. Have a good day. Fear thank you very much for the follow. But it was very good fun. It was I got to just sort of like, when they were trying to discover what was going on with the mystery and decided to go to the library, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the Shake Shack. And I just had this whole thing about trying to get a free milkshake whilst they're trying to solve this big, like, oh my gosh, what is going on in this town? Everything's falling apart. Is good fun. It's a very cool system of roleplay Tales from the Loop. I would recommend it. It's very much like just storytelling rather than needing to keep an eye on like stats and that sort of stuff. It's very unintensive. Gerry, where you going now? Gerry? Gerry boy? Gerry. A bit like how hats have done booty. I've not seen any of that, but I've seen some clips of it, and it did look, well, to be fair, the clip that I saw was when Trot accidentally ate one of his dice instead of the chocolates he had on the desk. So that does seem quite unintensive. Jays, thank you very much for the follow. It did make me giggle. Delta, he had like a bag of, I can't remember what it was. Was it like, it was Maltesers or something. It was something small that he was eating And he just obviously reached down and accidentally picked up the dice instead and popped it in his mouth. Bless him. Hello, Banooey. Hello. What are you thinking, Gerry? Forbidden snacks they are. He didn't actually, he did pop it out again. He was fine. He didn't actually eat it. They don't have to wait for it to come out. I love that you're able to watch clips of your friends being stupid. I would love to have that as well. Actually, I've never thought about it like that. That is actually a really nice thing to have. I guess with friends who aren't streamers, I don't really have a way to like, they can't really be like, oh, look at this silly thing I did on this day. Whereas everyone else has like hard evidence of all of their paint eating and dice eating and like the scream that Trot did the other day. I still find that so funny. And when, oh, what was the other one? When Kim accidentally elbowed Trot in the head as well. It is nice knowing all of the dumb stuff people get up to. Well, not all of it, just the stuff for those hours of the day. But Gerry, you look very round. You look like a little chinchilla. Look at this round boy. It's so funny when Kim did that. Yeah. It made me giggle. You could probably just set up a compilation of clips of people accidentally hitting each other. Because I guess there's the when Mousy hit Xylus when she dabbed as well. Just people not having spatial awareness. It was the look on Trot's face after, yeah. Dear oh dear. Well, I guess it is time for me to head off. Go get some breakfast. I need to read my book as well. Are we reading Alex? Wait, my Alex? Is my Alex streaming? What's he do? Which Alex? Oh, of course he is. That's why he's not in the house. I forgot he wasn't in the house. Yeah. Hansan, I'm glad you're on it today. Cosy, I was literally the last thing I said to him when I went to sleep was, how comes you're in the office tomorrow? And he was like, oh yeah, we got the game stream. I was like, okay. Oh, thank you, Hansan. Well, did you forget your literal husband is at the office? Yes. He's been in the office every day this week. I've lost track. Tons of noob. Thank you very much for the 15 months. Just in time to go for the raid. Yeah. Well, I will be back at 2 for streaming with Rithian. We're going to be not doing Ace Attorney. So if you're someone who misses those streams because they're not your thing or you don't want spoilies, then if you fancy a slightly spooky, puzzly game, just as a warning, they do tend to be a little bit creepy. Rusty Lake games, they're a bit, not like scary, but just a bit like uncomfortable, a bit like Salad Fingers tone. But yes, everyone, I hope you have a very lovely time. If you're not along later, have a lovely weekend, and I shall speak to you later. Bye for, oh, and remember to get your Secret Santa prompts in if you want to take part. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Bye. Having salad fingers does sound uncomfortable. It does. The deadline for prompts is Sunday, but I'm happy to extend it because I'll still be mixing them up next week. So we've departed. Oh, why Yoda? Thank you, Rosenbo. Bye bye. Abu.